Hey everyone, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Really quick video I want to do. I read an excellent post from Pharmalot regarding the collaborations between the pharmaceutical companies to reduce all the red tape around clinical trial startup. And, I was doing my research as I was interviewing Melissa Easy from drugdev.org. In case you missed it, I'm going to put the link down. But the bottom line is, the Transcelerate Group is in Europe, and it's between 10 European pharmaceutical companies that decided to share their database. So they want to pool their resources together, at least for clinical trial startup activities, and share what investigators they're using, what research clinics they're using, what trainings these investigators have done, stuff like that. Anything to cut down the red tape, because I hate this cliche, but in clinical trials it's really true. Time is money, and the longer a clinical trial goes, the longer a clinical trial takes to get started means that the longer the clinical trial is going to take. So in clinical trials, any day that a clinical trial is active is costing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars for the pharmaceutical company, depending on the clinical trial. So in my opinion, I thought that the main objective for the pharmaceutical companies collaborating like this is to save cost on startup. Well, if you read the Pharmalot interview, and they didn't do a video interview, they did a written interview, one of the guys from Merck, Lilly, or Janssen, I forgot who, he said, yes, we did this. I mean, obviously it cut costs, but the idea behind this collaboration is to actually encourage principal investigators who do these studies to continue doing clinical trials. So apparently there's a shortage of investigators willing to do clinical trials, and it's true. If you look at the percentage of physicians worldwide compared to the percentage of physicians that do clinical trials, it's an extremely small number. It's probably like 1 or 2%. Furthermore, a more troubling statistic is, and I'm going to blog about this in the future when I have more time, but it's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to you guys, by the way, is principal investigators who do their first or second trial never do their third trial. A big percentage, I don't have the numbers. This means that they get frustrated when doing studies, and for whatever reason, whatever the reason was for them getting interested in clinical trials, they must have been frustrated enough to not want to do more than 1 or 2 clinical trials. So that's a problem that pharma saw, and I gotta admit, I overlooked it. I was looking at cutting costs, and I guess these pharma companies, when they're doing these collaborations, are thinking even longer term, big picture stuff here. Sure, cutting costs is important, but they want to keep investigators happy. They don't want to drive PIs away from doing research. And if you think about it, it actually makes sense. Hopefully, it's going to work out. We'll see what happens, but it's a step in the right direction for sure. So, principal investigators, we need more of them, not less, and we don't need to be driving them away from research. We need to be driving them towards research and making it easier for them to do clinical trials rather than more difficult. So, big ups to Pharmalot for that great interview, and I missed it, so I'm glad I got to put my 2 cents in again. Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Give a shout out to my Clinical Trial Guru producers, Sarah Elizabeth Siegler, Resolve Research Solutions, Accurate Clinical Trials, Erdhart Clinical Trials, PTNR, Patrick Stone, Kulkarni Law Firm, Biopharm Systems, Breakthrough Clinical Trials, and South Coast Clinical Trials. If you want to be a Clinical Trial Guru producer, there's so many benefits. Check out the website, clinicaltrialsguru.com/producers, and check it out. It's $99 for a lifetime membership. Anyways, it's Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Happy Thanksgiving.